Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Toymigos YouTube channel. This is Cheney180. Today we're going to be doing a quick little comparison, if you will. As you know, with new toy lines, sometimes things change or progress throughout the line. And over the weekend, I was at Frank & Sons and I was able to pick up the newer version of the Jada Toys Chun Li. So we're going to have to go ahead and do a little bit of comparisons and see if there's any differences and what those differences are. So here we have the newer Jada Toys Chun Li, and the way that you can decipher this, it's very, very easy. On the back of the box, you have Chun Li just by herself. On the older version, you have all three characters. So as you can see, this is the newer version. It's going to have just Chun Li, and then the older version is going to have all of Wave 1. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what these differences are, if there are any. So here we have the original Chun Li here and the newer Chun Li here on the right. And as we can see here, the paint applications on the heads here are a little bit cleaner on the new one, especially on the yellow through here along the shirt. As we could see, it looks a little bit more fine-tuned, a lot crispier here on the face, which looks good. The line work is a lot cleaner on the newer one. You can see a little bit of the shading a little bit better here on the flesh tones of the arm there. And other than that, there's not too much, but let's go ahead and check out the screaming heads. So here we have the screaming heads here. And as you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not if the camera is as good, but it looks fairly cleaner on this one. Once again, more crisp. The skin tones are, you can actually see right here, this is a good representation. So on this one right here, you can see it's a little bit, the paint isn't on the lines, and over here it's pretty spot on. So that is pretty cool. And from the other side, it's just a lot cleaner, a lot better. And you may ask, like, well, why is this? Well, the reason why is this Chun Li right here was made at the same factory that Dalsim and Bison were made, and this Chun Li was not. This is one of the earlier factories. So moving forward, the figures are going to be coming out of the same factory that Dalsim and Bison came from. So we're going to get this quality from here on out. Also, I did want to note, this is the original kick effect, and this is the one from the newer factory. And as you can see, it's a little bit darker blue. It's not a huge difference, but you can tell there is a difference. So this is a darker blue. This is a lighter blue. So now you may ask, Cheney, are these just cosmetic things? Is there any other changes? I think there is. So in the ankles here in the original release from the old factory, it's kind of clumpy, and you can see kind of pops into place there for the divots or whatnot for the joint. In this one, it's a lot smoother. So you can actually hit some better spots with it. So the ankle articulation is actually better on the new one. Other than that, everything else seems pretty smooth, pretty similar. The joints are nice and tight. Yeah, definitely a little bit looser on the old one. So there is that. But the biggest difference here is going to be in the ankles. As you can see, it's they kind of like jump. And I noticed that when I was trying to stand this on one foot a couple times, I was trying to get to a sweet spot. It wasn't horrible, don't get me wrong, but the new one is better, or the newer factory one is better. All right, guys, that's going to about wrap it up for this. by no means am I saying you need to run out and go get this one. If you're happy with your original one, I don't really see the need to like run out and have to try and find the newer version of it. There are some cosmetic differences. The joints are a little bit smoother on the new one. The ankle joints are definitely a lot better. These things happen with new lines, so this is a fairly new line, and they're improving. It just goes to show that Jada is improving with their quality moving forward. We're going to get, this is the template moving forward versus what we were getting before, which I didn't really have a huge problem with before. So I love to see the improvement, and this is cool. And once again, to remember the differences between the two, how you could tell from the box is there's just going to be Chun Li on the back of the new one, and then the older one is going to be all of wave 1, Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun Li. So with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.